All right, last night we saw some freezing temperatures around central Texas, the first time this season. But the question, Freddie, is how low can you go? And what's the coldest we've been? Is this a record so far?
Yes, thankfully no records yet, but it's been a while since we've actually hit some of these temperatures. In fact, I have the numbers from early this morning. Look at Camp Mabry. This morning registering at 41 degrees. Austin Bergstrom International Airport, 36 degrees. That's what we hit this morning. So I had to do a little bit of digging. I wanted to go in depth here to kind of get an idea of when the last time we hit some of these temperatures were. This was all the way back on April 8th was the last time that we actually hit both of those temperatures, and that was 215 days ago. That's how long it's been since we've had this nice, really cold morning across the area. Not saying that we didn't get this cold a couple of days ago, it's just that we saw temperatures really drop last night into this morning. And I wanted to kind of go in depth on our average first freezes because some areas did receive freezing temperatures. And as you can tell, some areas ahead of when they normally see freezes. As we've been talking about the hill country in some spots, October 30th, 31st to November 6th, November 7th to the 13th for San Saba, Llano, Gillespie County, and Blanco. And we did beat that by a few days. We look in Lampasas, Burnett, portions of Williamson, Travis, and Hayes County, November 14th through the 20th. And then we start to get to the eastern counties, and we're looking about November 21st to the 27th. And again, we saw a couple of spots where we dropped down to freezing. Obviously, the downtown area just a bit warmer because, of course, of that urban island of heat island effect that we see November 28th through December 4th. So we have to wait a little longer for the actual Austin proper to see that drop. So I also wanted to go a bit more in depth about what it was like in 2024 and when it got this cold. Now, we actually got pretty close on November 15th where we saw a low temperature of 42 degrees and 37 degrees at Austin Bergstrom. So we didn't quite make it there, but we were really close. And so we actually have to go to November 21st, 2024. That's when we have Camp Mabry hitting 41 and Austin Bergstrom at 33 degrees. So really interesting facts that we've been able to see and pull out of here. And if you want more information, you can actually visit our website, KXAN.com. We encourage you to always go there so that way you can track exactly what's happening all the time. It's the best way, of course, to stay informed. We have a blog there for you to get up to the minute information, and of course the latest videos on there as well. Also, download our KXAN weather app. All right, let's talk about temperatures right now. We're at 60 degrees in Austin, 59 in Bastrop, 61 in San Marcos, Fredericksburg at 61, and Mason at 62. We still have some 50s on the map, including Lampasas and Burnett County, Cameron, and the 50s as well. So it is still a little chillier outside. Still nice to actually be out there and kind of enjoy the day. Went outside with my dog. She was not about it. She wanted to go right back inside. She was like, I didn't sign up for some of those cooler temperatures that are out there right now. Clear skies, that's what we've been seeing across central Texas, and that's going to continue throughout the rest of the night tonight. Again, there's been little pockets of clouds that have been coming in, but that's to be expected. We still have dry air, though, right now, and that looks like that trend is going to continue through tomorrow, which is why we do have, of course, that red flag warning that we'll get to in just a moment again. For temperatures tomorrow, we'll rebound back up. Look at that, 72 degrees. That's a 12-degree jump from today to tomorrow of where we should actually hit. And you can see that pretty much for everyone as we get back up into the upper 60s, low 70s in many spots. 72 to 75 looks like it's going to be the hottest. But I did mention that red flag warning earlier. Let's talk about that. That's in effect for Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. There's a couple of reasons why. The strong winds now going to be coming in from the south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. That's going to give us back some of that heat. Humidity will still be between 15 to 25 miles per hour, but so wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour that we're going to continue to watch. So red flag warning in effect for pretty much everyone except for Milam County, Lampasas, San Saba, and Mason counties, and different National Weather Service offices, so a little bit different for them. But there you go. I started the clock off early in the morning on Tuesday. You can see wind gusts could reach up to that 30 mile per hour mark that we were talking about, including Fredericksburg, 29 miles per hour. Play this out throughout the rest of the day, and you can see it continues to just pretty much stay pretty much even throughout the day. It's not until we get to the evening hours at around 6 where we see things starting to die off a bit. And this also is going to affect your dew points as well as they stay around, look at this, 20, 19, 17, 14. Play this out throughout most of Tuesday. And then this is what we'll start to see some of the humidity start to rebound back up. It's about 5 p.m. that we expect for us to start moving back up into the 40s and 50s. That'll bring back some of the humidity and hopefully a few more little clouds here and there as we get some of that moisture moisture flowing back in one more time. But we're going to be watching what happens as we get into the weekend, because that is now going to give us our next best chance of rainfall. We have a front that's going to be arriving Saturday into Sunday. And as you can tell, we have a good chance of seeing showers kicking off early on Saturday just ahead of the front. The front pushes through overnight. By the time we get to Sunday in the afternoon, the front's already pushed all the way through. Showers and thunderstorms are possible. So I'm going to keep about a 30% chance of seeing some showers on Saturday, dropping to about 20, because I expect that we'll see some showers during the day, really pick up at night, and then start to die off after the front comes in. And once we get to Monday, we'll be back down into the mid-70s once again.